It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ty Chandler to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They go play action on first. Vacates quickly left side. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Brought down by Quay Walker. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They're throwing it. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Another try following the sack. Chased out to his right. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. There was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. Bringing him out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Watson with the catch. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. In a well-run screen like that, is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Packers will take over possession. They send a tight end in motion. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. They stick with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That finds Jacobs complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Loves to throw again. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The kick by Folk is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Chandler now on the return. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it sets up second down. Looking to the air here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
No gain on the last play, and that makes it pretty easy to decline the penalty. That brings up fourth down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Takes the handoff, now Love. He beams one, deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Thrown on first down, Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Offense to the line for second down. Love from the gun. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up. Love out of the shotgun. That's caught for the first. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 6.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the Vikings, going the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. A Great return out of him. Makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. To put that ball in his hands, wasn't going to be denied.
Reichard there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Nixon now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
He's got Watson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Harrison Smith in on the stop. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He's got it at the 24. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be Vikings football. First down, ball at the 36. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
One after try good by Reichard. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Reichard set to kick this away. Nixon now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Packers getting one final drive before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 3 now. From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. First down throw. Here's Love. He's on the move. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked out by the Vikings. Going the other way.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
set up, 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now, following the turnover. Flush down now to his left. He can run it. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking for a throw here. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, just couldn't quite hang on.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached halftime in Minneapolis, with the Vikings out in front at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Ray McCloud, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. Love looking to pass. This finds Dobbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Completes this one to Kraft. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play fake, it's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this, here he goes.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on first. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So 2nd down coming up. Love finds his man. It's Kraft. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing it again here. And the defender comes away with it. DeMar Hamlin kicks it on. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Play action on 1st down. This will be caught by Cooper. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Broke through the tackle. Oh, what a stiff arm. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Jones can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. This time it's a passing play. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd down from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the 4th. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 41. Love now. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. To the air with Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. 30. The 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Love back to it after the pick. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Love out of the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Takes the handoff, now Love. He's got Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. The throw is caught.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Loves to throw again. Has Has it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a receiver in motion right. Second down carry for Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Love from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So it's a win for the Vikings. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.